Have you slipped back into gaming and you don't know what to do next? This has happened to me several times where I got out of gaming addiction and then got back into it, and then I got back out of it and then I got back into it again. And this is something of a struggle that I have gone through, and I have identified what needs to be done to once and for all quit gaming. First things first, it is okay that you slipped back. It's completely normal that you gave into your cravings and you got back into it. But the good thing is you have realized this issue and you want to overcome it. So there's no need to be feel ashamed or guilty about this at all. What triggered this slip? So maybe it could have been you spoke to somebody who talked about this game, or you saw in your YouTube feed about this game and that's how you got back into it and slipped into it. Or it's just that you were feeling bored and you wanted to do something and you started a session and then it just went on and on. It could be any of these reasons. So you need to identify what triggered for you to slip back into this addiction. So a simple thing you can do it is, once you identify these triggers, is to cut off these triggers at their root. It might not be simple. So if it was a YouTube video that you clicked on about this game, you could, it's a drastic thing, but you could remove your YouTube history completely so that you get a new fresh feed. And if you see gaming videos being recommended, you can just turn off this channel or don't recommend this kind of content to me. And YouTube has this kind of thing. Or if you are in any other social platform, either Instagram or Twitter or anywhere else, so you could do this. So the good thing is that you have identified this issue, and identifying this issue is the first step in overcoming this. So I've designed a scorecard to identify how big of an impact gaming is having in your life. Click on the first link below to take this scorecard. Let's continue. One thing I like to do is to just uninstall the game, because this adds friction to starting the game again. So just go to the game, uninstall it, because if you want to start it again, maybe it's a huge game, you have to download it again, there's a process involved, you need to take some action. So this adds a little bit of friction for you to start the game and helps you in not slipping back so easily. One more thing you could do is you could just remove your cord. If it's your PS or if it's your computer, you could remove your cord and keep it somewhere inside, so that if you have to game, you need to go and get that again to play. I mean, if you use your computer for other things, then sad luck over here. So one thing you could also do is, if it's really a problem, you could change the setup of your room. So I've noticed this helps a lot. So if you're moving, like for example, one of the ways that I quit gaming was I moved countries. So luckily this happened to me, but just changing your environment, like if you're in a room, like just change the setup of how it looks. Maybe you used to game with your table in X position, you can move it to another location, or just change the orientation of things such that there is a geographic change, a spatial change in your room, and this can help you not slip back into your game as easily as before. So one thing you could also go back to is your initial plan of how did you quit gaming. So some of the things that worked for you previously might also be helpful now. Maybe you identified some external activities that you found helpful and nice, and that's how you quit gaming, or you reduced your hours because you found those activities very rewarding and you could get back into them. Or maybe you stopped attending those activities. Maybe you like going to the gym. So I like going to the gym now a lot, and if for example you moved or your gym closed down and then you got bored, this could be a trigger for you to get back into gaming. And if this is an issue, then try to solve it in some other way. Maybe you could replace your gym with something else. So identify what helped you quit gaming in the first place, and you could do the same thing again. One thing that can help is going to your friends and family for support. So I'm sure if it was a very huge problem for you, slipping back is something that even they might be worried about. So just talking to them about it and getting their support might be very crucial over here to help you not take over your life again completely. So you could take this as a positive thing as well, that you slipped in and you have identified it, and you can take it as a learning opportunity of how you can come out. Life has its ups and downs, nobody is perfect, and the more difficult situations you're put in, the better you learn, and the next time it'll be easier for you to identify and that much easier for you to come down. So you can take this as a positive thing as well. So it's a moment of learning. So take note of it. It is a moment that can help you in your future slips as well. So this is something that I'm also guilty of, slipping slipping back into gaming and coming out, slipping back into the addiction and coming out. And the good thing is that it has happened so many times to me that I have learned from it. And for me, I feel like it's much easier for me to identify there's a problem and to get out of it. If you slip back into gaming and you need help in overcoming this, so I'm here to help you in case you need any help. I put a link to my calendar below. You can book a time with me and we can discuss this over a call. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.